There's kindness and there's goodness. I'm going to link them together. But there is something that I've realized in marriage. Sometimes we find it easier to be kind to other people. And I think it's the case that we want people outside to see, you know, this shining person. Ah, so nice, so kind. We know we can't do that in the house because our spouse knows who we really are.
We'll just keep on praising him, raise him up. Oh yeah, you see people taking their place in your love. Oh yeah, as you keep your light in our lives from above. Oh yeah, you just spark the fire that fires me up. Oh yeah.
You know, other people think that we're the kindest people, the best people. You know, those people that, you know, everybody likes them. You know, this brother is so good. It's so good. But then in the house, the wife just sits back looking like, this guy has not done one kind thing to me in a week. But anybody calls him outside, he's there. Whenever I request anything, it's like it's stress. Kindness and goodness. Like, you know, that's why I always encourage couples to be friends. Be friends, you know, because there's a certain way friends treat each other. Like, sometimes I say to Mr. Chiwaka, okay, yeah, I mean, we're arguing and what have you, but we're friends, so like, we can't, we can't like go too far because you're actually my best friend. You know, so there's a certain way that we have to deal with each other. We have to be good to each other. We have to be kind to each other. You know, go out of your way to make life easier for each other. Go out of your way to do something nice for each other, request it or not. When was the last time you just said, oh, you know what, I'm just going to do this for them because I know they like it. I'm going to go this extra mile. Oh, this thing that I have to do stresses me, but I'm going to do it. You know, I'm going to respond with a kind word. Wow, a kind word. Instead of everything being all the time. You know, a gentle word. You know, the Bible talks about how powerful a kind word is. It's like we save the kindness for outside. In the house. Goodness, just being a good person. And this aspect, you know, it sometimes surprises me, especially within the Christian community, because we can be so spiritual and yet go home and beat your wife. After leading prayer meeting, you know what I mean? You go home, like, you're happy in the church, Jesus, and then you go home and you curse out your husband or you curse out your wife for some small thing, or you find it easy to not talk to this person for a week. Emotional, okay, maybe emotional abuse is a little bit extreme, but you know that when you withdraw emotion from this person, you don't speak to them, you're not affectionate to this person, you know you do that for a few days, that you're going to break them, and you do it anyway. Like, that's not even nice. It's not a nice thing to do. I'm not talking to him for 5 days, and you're doing that because you know it's going to hurt him. That's why you're doing it, because you're punishing him. And even though you know it's going to hurt him, you still choose to do it. Like, that's not nice. Do you know what I mean? That's not being a nice person. I'm going to do a video actually about punishment. Let me write that down. Punishment in the house. Who are you to be punishing another adult? I won't speak to him as punishment for what he did. Look, my makeup brush. I won't speak to him for punishment of what he did. And you decide, I'm not going to speak for a week. Some of you even do 2 weeks. I don't even know how you do it. Not speak for 2 weeks. Me, I'll try it for 10 minutes. I'll storm up the stairs and I'll be like, I'm not going to speak to him all day. And then after 10 minutes, I'm like, babe. Like, I can't do it. strong, you know? But at the same time, is it nice to behave like that in your house? When you do have the option of talking things through. There is always the option, remember, of choosing peace, of choosing your battles. There's always these options of saying, you know what, let's get away and spend time just looking at this. You know what I mean? And acting like people that actually love each other. You could choose to give them the benefit of the doubt. You could choose to just let it off this time. You know? You could choose just being nice and kind to each other. And I'm really emphasizing it because we can take things for granted. You know, that time that and I've done this, you know, your husband is talking to you and you just hung up the phone on him mid-flow. Like, that's gonna hurt a guy's ego even. Or your wife was talking to you and she's pouring out her heart, and all you're doing is thinking about your pride. So after she's poured out her heart and she's crying, you're still so cold. Like, friends and kind people and people that love each other don't treat each other like that. They're not supposed to treat each other like that. Not if they have the fruit of the spirit.